We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down. It's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off of play action, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And it's caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Number 2.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
25-yard line.
Offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Cousins on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Smith catches left side. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Minnesota.
Cousins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. That's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he finds Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get the ball.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Mike 22.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he will. Have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Minnesota.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right here. Hey, check Mike 21.
After the interception, here's Darnold being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Darnold from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Yard line.
Watch the curl. Lady. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Faking the give. Darnold buying time to his left. The toss here completed to Pittman. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. For this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got homies that can sleep with them. Coach and I got a lot of them. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Come pop up for me cause I'm actually popping in. Yeah. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
For a Colts.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Darnold completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
Darnold's pass.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's see what you got. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Feel it right now. Feel it right now.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
6-yard line.
Check Mike 21. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Wall, lady.
To the air again, Darnold. He'll drop this down to Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Darnold. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have had the shutout. But they also will be pretty satisfied with that type of a performance.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.